everybody, ExxotikGaming here. Hope you're all having a great day. In today's video, I'm going to show you all 10 mobile games like GTA 5 Online for both iOS and Android devices. I would be very surprised if you've heard of all of these games already, so you're most likely going to hear about some new games today. Hope you're excited. Some of these games are in a beta state, and some of them are coming very soon, so all available download links will be down below in the description. I really hope you all do enjoy this video. If you do, please take a second and leave a like and subscribe for more top 10 videos just like this. Thanks guys, and let's jump into this. So, getting things started with game number 1, we have NewRP. I've talked about this game before, but this is an upcoming game like GTA 5 specifically focused on the online role-playing aspect of the game for both iOS and Android devices. Supposedly it's going to come out by the end of the year, but I would bet it'll probably take a little bit longer. Some of these games take a very long time before they officially come out. It's a lot like other open world games where you can create your own character and choose your own path. You can explore the city, interact with NPCs, drive cars, join gangs, and complete missions. The game has realistic graphics, physics, and sound effects, as well as a map editor and online multiplayer modes. You can also customize your character, vehicle, and weapons with various options. It seems like the developers really know what they're doing based off of the gameplay we've seen so far, and I definitely have high hopes for this game. I honestly really like the graphics style, the car models, and stuff like that. It's obviously not quite GTA 5 graphics level, but it's really not that far behind. Mobile gamers will be more than happy with this game, that's for sure. Another game mobile gamers might be pretty happy with is Mayanagri Mobile. You might have heard of this game before, especially if you're from India. That's because this is a made-in-India game set in present-day India, and it's pretty much the ultimate game for Indian players. However, just like with Indus Battle Royale, this game is not only for Indian gamers, it's going to be for everyone around the world, and no matter if you're from the US, South Africa, Germany, Malaysia, or pretty much anywhere, you're going to really enjoy this game. In this game, you can play as a gangster in a fictional city inspired by Mumbai and Goa. You can explore the open world, interact with NPCs, drive vehicles, join gangs, and complete missions. The game also has some pretty decent graphics and physics, as well as Bollywood-style cinematic cutscenes and a property management system. It's got a lot of stuff, and it certainly has a ton of potential. If you're sick and tired of GTA-style games always being set in like LA or Miami or something, and you're wanting something a little bit different, this might be the game for you. Pre-registration is open right now, and you can play the game soon. Let's move on to the third game, and this is a game that's been around for quite a while, but still is one of the best open-world online games like GTA for iOS and Android devices. Gangstar New Orleans. Created by Gameloft, Gangstar New Orleans lets you become a gangster in the city of New Orleans, Louisiana. You can explore the open world, shoot your way through story missions, and customize your character, vehicles, and weapons. You can also defend your turf from rival gangs and raid others in online multiplayer modes, and just like with the last game, this game also has some pretty good graphics, physics, and sound effects, as well as cinematic cutscenes and a property management system. Back a few years ago, everybody played this game, and still to this day is a very solid mobile game. It might be showing some signs of age now in late 2023, early 2024, but it still is a ton of fun. I would go as far to say that this game is the gold standard of open world online games like GTA 5 for mobile devices, and very few games come close to it even after all of these years. If you haven't played any of the games on this list at all, this is the one I would recommend playing first. Next up, we got a game that you might have not realized was coming soon to mobile devices, Block City Wars 2.0. You probably have heard of Block City Wars. It was basically Pixel Gun 3D plus GTA 5, and millions of players really enjoyed the game for many years. I never really played it too much myself, but I did play on occasion, and whenever I did, I thought it was really cool. A few days ago, the developers of Pixel Gun 3D put out a brand new post on Twitter showcasing Block City Wars 2.0 gameplay and saying, "Before too long, we will launch the first public testing, which will allow us to calibrate new mechanics, track bugs, and get the first portion of feedback from players. This will help us take the next step towards the long-awaited release." Which means hopefully we'll be able to play this brand new massive update very soon. I understand this is not going to be a game for everybody, but Block City Wars was actually a really well-made game like GTA 5, and I think many people will really enjoy it when it finally does come out. I know I, for one, will definitely be making some videos on it. This next game is another one I am shocked I never made a video on before. This game is called Hassle Online, and I can see the biggest reason why you wouldn't want to play this game is the language barrier, as it's only in Russian right now. There's no English language, but if you disregard that, the game itself is actually really good. You can do pretty much whatever you want in this game, from exploring the city to joining gangs to even being on the good side and taking the role of law enforcement. This game has some pretty good graphics, highly customizable character appearances, voice chats, frequent game events, and seasonal passes, over 400 different cars with extensive tuning and painting, a whole real estate section where you can design your own house, and so much more. I understand, just like with the last game, this might not be for everyone, but if you don't really care if a game is in a different language and you think you can pretty much figure it out anyways, this would be a great option for you. It's one of the most well-rounded games like GTA 5 that you can play right now. Let's continue on and talk about One State RP. I've talked about this game before in past videos, and let me just say, it's a pretty solid mobile game. It's an open world sandbox game where you can do pretty much whatever you want, and role-playing is one of the things people like to do most on here, hence the name of the game, One State RP. RP standing for role-playing, obviously. It's a game that focuses on the social aspect and realistic simulation of life. For instance, you could become a police officer, or you could create your own gang and live by your own rules. You're gonna meet lots of cool people along the way, some of them friendly, some of them not, and you can get into some pretty crazy police chases, shootouts, and robberies. The graphics are better than a lot of the games on this list, and I actually think the car models are some of the best I've seen in a GTA-styled mobile game. There's tons of content in this game and constant updates to keep you entertained, which is always nice. Do keep in mind though, it's a pretty intensive game, so if you have a low-end device, you're gonna struggle with this one. Nevertheless, try it out and see for yourself. Moving along, we have City of Outlaws. This is another upcoming game like GTA Online for both iOS and Android devices, and it looks like a good one. I've shown you all some trailers for this game in the past already, but yeah, in this game, you'll assume the role of a gangster who returns to his hometown after a big heist and finds that rival gangs control all of the capital's neighborhoods. When you start playing, you'll choose which gang you want to be a part of that defines your character's past and style, and then after you arrive in the city, you can start completing missions in an open world environment. Your goal is to complete a variety of main and side missions, lead your gang, collect weapons, recruit allies, infiltrate rival gangs, and even destroy buildings along the way. There are police chases, tons of other players everywhere, lots of different vehicles you can collect and customize, and you can even live a peaceful life if you so choose. The point is, there's something for everyone in this game, so if you like GTA 5 and the freedom of choice that comes with it, City of Outlaws might be for you. The 8th game on this list is called Alt City, available for both iOS and Android devices, and another nice game like GTA Online that might be worth checking out. Just like all of the other games I mentioned earlier, in this game you can choose your own profession, skills, and appearance, and interact with other players in various ways, such as trading, cooperating, or fighting. The map in this game is really big, over twice the size of Erangel in PUBG Mobile, and it's got tons of content to fill this big space. In Alt City, you can participate in solo or group missions, raids, and robberies, and get into police chases, gang wars, and so much more. You can start your own business, join a gang, or become a prosecutor and influence the economy, politics, and crime of the city. It's got decent enough graphics and physics, lots of different weapons and vehicles to choose from, and so much more. It might not be the very best game on this list in my personal opinion, but it's still good, and if you've already played the other games, this might be worth checking out. Download it, play it, and let me know what you think. Pushing forward, the second to last game on this list is called Grand Criminal Online. This is one of the most well-known games on this list, and I know this because I've gotten so many comments from people over the years telling me to check out this game. Grand Criminal Online has several different game modes: RP, Sandbox PvP, and Sandbox PvE, and in this game you can choose to be a law-abiding citizen, gangster, or executive. This game has a large and detailed map to explore, a variety of different vehicles to choose from, a customization system for your character, and a real estate system where you can buy, sell, and rent apartments. It also has a garage system where you can store and upgrade vehicles, radio and TV in-game chats, a whole bunch of missions that you can take whenever you want, special events in-game, achievements, and I could go on and on and on. The point is, this game has pretty much everything, and if you're looking for a game like GTA 5 for mobile devices that still has a pretty large player base and is all around a pretty complete game in and of itself, this would be the perfect game for you. I think you're really going to enjoy it. Now, before we get to the last game on this list, I want to give a special shout out to all of the fan-made GTA 5 games for iOS and Android devices. I've made several videos on these games at this point in time, and even though they're not multiplayer games just yet, they're still cool to check out, and honestly the closest games to GTA 5 for mobile devices because they literally are GTA 5 mobile. They're worth checking out and fun to explore. But hey, getting to the end here, the last game we got to talk about is Vice Online. Not to be confused with GTA Vice City, this is a 3D multiplayer sandbox game that lets you explore a vibrant city with your friends and other players from around the world. Sounds familiar? Yeah, it's basically the same thing as all the other games that I talked about earlier. This open world game has up to 60 players per server, filled with skyscrapers, beaches, docks, airports, and more. There are lots of different luxury cars, boats, and aircraft that you can use to travel around in, and you can of course customize all of these vehicles just like in GTA. You have every different type of weapon that you can think of. You can fully customize your character exactly how you want. You can buy and decorate properties in-game, and you can participate in various fun activities such as gang wars, robberies, heists, missions, and more. Vice Online is commonly praised for its good car models, nice lighting and graphics for a mobile game, a really good-looking in-game map, and tons of in-game content. It's certainly worth checking out, and honestly, one of the best games on this list. And with that pretty much wraps everything up. Those were 10 games, plus one bonus game, like GTA 5 Online for both iOS and Android devices. I definitely would recommend downloading a few of them, trying them out, and seeing which one is your favorite. A lot of them are pretty similar, so you don't necessarily need to have all 10 games on your phone. That would take up like all of your phone's storage space. So download them all, keep your favorites, and let me know in the comments which 2 or 3 games you'd recommend to the people that are watching this video. Thank you so much for watching though. Leave a like and subscribe for more mobile gaming content just like this. See you guys in the next episode.